I just never thought that he would like someone like me. I just didn't think it was going to be a thing.
Because
I
you
thought
weren't a
we would
friend
be
group.
friends. Yeah.
Did you ever have anything in high school at all, or it was legit just friends?
No, just friends. Just friends. Yeah.
I get what you're saying of like you never saw him as something, but I'm like, is
Yeah.
when you look back, is there any memory that you're like, maybe there was something or no?
No, never. I in the beginning hated it so much. I like did not sign up for that. I also always thought like I didn't know that he was going to end up playing basketball. He said he wanted to be a high school basketball coach. Like I thought I was going to be like the girl out there getting it. So I didn't know. I just never thought.
It's cool now to be a disrespectful wife. It's cool now to disrespect your husband in the West today. It's cool now, right? We stay in a society in the West, we stay in a society in America that gives a round of applause to women who, quite frankly, just disrespect men. It's cool to be disrespectful to men in general. This is what I tell you guys, right? It doesn't matter if you got the money, it doesn't matter if you have the status. Listen, a disrespectful woman you cannot fix. A disrespectful woman, you cannot fix, right? A jealous woman, you cannot fix. And you heard it straight out of the horse's mouth. This woman is jealous. Ayesha Curry is jealous of Steph Curry. This is not the first, nor second, or third time that she has disrespected the best three-point shooter the league has ever seen. Imagine getting to this status level. Imagine getting to this pinnacle of success only to have a woman that tries to belittle you and shoot down your accomplishments at every single point. She's jealous. Ayesha Curry is jealous of Steph. I don't care what nobody says, right? She wants the limelight. And she said this before. She said this before on national TV, right? She wants the success. She wants the limelight. She's mad that he has people asking for his autograph. She's mad that, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's famous. And just like she just said in this video, right? She thought she would be the one she thought that she would be that girl, right? Come on now, Ayesha. Come on now. You knew that his father was in the NBA. Come on now. You knew exactly the footsteps that he was going to take, right? Please tell me, how didn't you know what footsteps he was going to take? See how she tries to belittle his accomplishments? See how she tries to belittle his success? This is the modern day strategy. Look at what Michelle Obama is doing to Obama. Jesus Christ. This man has reached the highest of the highest in the land, the highest of the highest in the world, the highest office in the free world. And Michelle Obama gets on there and belittles him as well. She gets on her little podcast and belittles this man as well. We stay in a society where, like, the respect for men is completely out the door, right? The average woman, right, modern day woman, whichever name you want to put on them, right, the modern day Jezebel, right, the modern day Lilith, right, they have no respect for men at all. They completely disregard men all the time, right? And this is when I say, right, even when you get the accomplishments, right, even when you get the money, women will still find some way to discredit you, right? This is the year of the losers, right? This is the year of the losers. Welcome to the loserocracy, right? Welcome to the loserocracy where both men and women are losers, right? They can't handle people being better than them, right? both men both men and women can't handle the other person being better than them or somebody just being better than them, right? And women in particular, they suffer from penis envy. Yep, I said it. Many women suffer from penis envy, right? They are upset at God, She's upset at God himself. Why did you make me, God? Why did you make me a woman? Why did you make me with these perky boobies? Why did you make it me weaker than this person right here? Why did you make me the weaker vessel of a man? Why do I have to bleed every month? Why? Why, oh Lord, why? A lot of women have penis envy, right? They wish they can do and be the things that men can be and do. Look at the WNBA. Look at the WNBA. The WNBA, all they do is complain, right? They want more money. Well, y'all not bringing in the viewership. How y'all going to get more money? Y'all not bringing in the viewership. Y'all can't bring in the sponsors. How do y'all expect to get paid more, but then you can't even bring in the audience or the sponsorships to get paid more? That's simple economics. Nobody's coming to the games, right? And then just recently they started complaining about, well, we have to work this many games. It seems like they don't care. We're going to get tired. We're going to get exhausted. Oh, really? How many games do you think the fellas play over there at the NBA? Y'all want to get paid the big bucks, right? Y'all want to get paid the big bucks, but when it's time to put your big girl panties on, when it's time to put, the big boy shoes on, nobody wants to get dirty, right? Nobody wants to get dirty. They just want to take. The reason you even have a platform to speak on, Ayesha, is because of Steph. The reason you even can do what you do, Ayesha, is because of Steph. Right? The reason you're able to live the life, the lavish life that you're able to live, traveling to country, traveling to state, your kids don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about anything. You probably never ever go broke for the rest of your living life. But you get on here and belittle this man, right? One of the most successful men in the league. This is what you do to the man. So just think about, fellas, just think about what the average man is going through. I just want y'all to put that in perspective, right? If you have these guys like Steph Curry, Will Smith, freaking Johnny Depp, who else? The list goes on. Tom Brady, right? If you have guys like this who are at the pinnacle of their success, right, have made hundreds of millions of dollars, man, hundreds of millions of dollars, not just tens of millions. These guys have made hundreds of millions of dollars. If these guys who are making hundreds of millions of dollars are getting disrespected by really not even the best of the best, to be honest, they're not even getting disrespected by the best of the best, right? Even still, it doesn't even matter, but just the fact that they're getting disrespected in this way, getting cheated on in other ways, and this, that, and the third, just the fact that they're going through that, and there's the most successful men, they put in the work, they put in the discipline, right? Just think about what the average Joe Smo is going through, right? Just think about what the average Joe Smo is going through, right? He has to tolerate the disrespect of being average, being mediocre, right? And I'm not even saying that it's okay to be mediocre. I'm not saying it's okay to be average, but I get it. Some men just want to do what they do and go home, whatever, right? Just think about your average everyday worker, the guy that just want to go to work a good job and come home. Think about the disrespect that those guys are coming back to, right? Think about the guys who have to go 50-50 with a chick. Think about those guys, right? Think about the disrespect that those guys get. Think about the disrespect that guys who wants to really date in a genuine way, when he wants to take her to a coffee date, when he wants to take her to, just a simple date, a walk in a park, right? And she hits him upside the head like, nope, you must be broke. Right? You must be broke if you can't take me to Ruth Chris. You want to go on a coffee date? I don't do coffee dates, right? I don't do coffee dates. I don't do what's the name of that restaurant? The name of the restaurant that nobody goes to anymore, right? I don't do Applebee's anymore. I don't do this, right? I don't do that. I need a 5-star Michelin star restaurant, right? I need a 5-star Michelin restaurant, right? If you can't do that, then it's no reason for us to even be dealing with each other. Right? Think about him hearing that time and a time and a time and a time and a time and again, right? He's going to get disrespected by the bulk and the majority of the women, right? Somebody like Steph Curry, right? He's going to get his disrespect, but he's not going to get that disrespect from the large majority of women, because the large majority of women would kill to be in her spot. That's the thing, right? That's the thing too. That's the thing that's killing me, right? Like women would literally kill to be in Ayesha's spot, in her position, right? In her position, they will literally go to war to be in her position, right? It'll literally be Hunger Games for women to be in her position, right? But they get complacent, gentlemen. Many women get complacent. They get comfortable, right? Alexa, put on that Future song, "Bitch Don't Get Too Comfortable," right? Bitch don't get too comfortable, right? But it's up to the men. It's up to the men, right, to not allow women to get discomfortable, because this is when the disrespect happens, right? This is when the disrespect happens. This is when the popping off at the mouth happens, right? This is when that dick envy really starts to ease in. But as she's saying her piece, right? A portion of their history, right? As she's relaying a portion of their history, this has always existed. She was always this woman. Yep. She was always this woman. She was always, you can hear it. You could just hear it in the way that she's describing, the history, their details. She has always been jealous. She's always been jealous. And this is when I tell you guys, right? You guys who, you want to be married and this, that, and the third, who, for you guys who don't believe in what I'm saying, you Gen Xers, right? You millennials, right? Many of you Gen Z guys as well, right? You think you're just gonna get married and it's just gonna be okie dokie, huh? Right? You're just gonna be okie dokie. Listen, man, I know guys in real life, right? I know their wives hate them. I know they do, right? If that was the last person on earth that they had to choose from, listen, man, if they could restart it, they wouldn't choose them. I guarantee it. And I'm just talking about the regular, degular, everyday working Joe Smo, right? I know guys who wives I know hate them, right? Hate their presence, right? Hate that they're not Steph Curry, right? Talk to them, talk about them in a disrespectful way, talk to them in a disrespectful way, right? Belittle them, emasculate them, right? Make them feel, belittle them, make them feel lesser than, right? I know guys like that right now. Just on a 9 to 5, just on a 9 to 5 tip, right? It's unacceptable, right? Men need to start, listen, Steph Curry, listen, sometimes you just got to take that hit. Sometimes you just got to take the hit. Yeah, that divorce is going to hurt. That divorce is going to hurt. Yes, for sure. But he's already too deep in now. He's already too deep in, but guys have to learn that, man. Sacrifice is sacrifice. Sometimes you just got to do it, right? Sometimes you just got to do it, right? What's the verse? What's the verse? A man should rather sleep on a roof than deal with a cornersome woman, whatever that word is. I got to read the verse again. But a man would rather sleep on the roof than deal with a disrespectful, right? Unsatisfied, unhappy woman. This is why you never ever attempt to please a woman. Ever, right? This is why you never ever attempt to make a woman happy, because they can never be happy. Ever. This is why you have to restrict women. This is why you have to keep women on a leash, right? This is why you have to give women a strong no. This is why you have to tell a woman no. This is why you have to tell them, hey, nope, 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 nope. I'm not doing it. Nope. Nope, we ain't doing that. Nope. Right? Get out my face. Nope. This is why you have to tell women that, because when you keep giving them yes, when you keep giving them yes, when you keep feeding them, right? When you keep giving them everything, they feel like there's no boundaries. They feel like there is no limits, right? So Aisha's at the point where Steph has been giving with no boundaries, right? He hasn't been putting his foot down. He can't have been putting his foot down, right? He doesn't even look like he's been putting his foot down, right? He needs to put his foot up her. Yeah, he needs to do that ASAP. He's supposed to have done it yesterday. He's supposed to have done it last year when she first started popping off at the mouth. That's when he's supposed to do it. That's when he's supposed to have done it. But now she's on platforms popping off at the mouth. right? Acting like Steph ain't that guy, acting like he ain't that ninja, right? How dare you? This is why you never attempt to please them. This is why you gotta treat women accordingly. Right? This is why sometimes you just gotta treat them. You gotta treat them like dog-ish. This is why you gotta treat them like that, because you gotta put them in their place and remind them that, hey, I'm the big dog in charge, right? I'm the one getting out here and doing it, right? If you want to get out there and do it, if you want to get out there and do it yourself, you want to be on all these platforms, you want to be on all these podcasts, popping off at the mouth, you want to go back to school, you want to get a job, and you want to do this and you want to do, okay, go ahead, but leave me out of it. I'll just go ahead and bring in your replacement. How about that? Right? Men in position needs to start understanding that they need to put women in their place and remind them that, hey, your replacement can be on the way today if I wanted to. Your replacement can be in here tomorrow if I wanted to, because women will get really complacent, and then they'll think that they'll never be able to be replaced. Ayesha's in a spot where she feels like she'll never be replaced because the divorce will be extremely expensive. Yes, it would, but I think you can afford it. Now, I'm not vouching for breaking up families. That's not what I'm doing. That is not what I'm doing, right? But I'm just saying sometimes you just gotta burn a house down to get your dignity, to gain your dignity back and to gain your respect back, right? Because all it takes is one woman to tear everything down. Look at your boy Will Smith. Look at your boy Will Smith. Look at what happened to Johnny Depp, right? Look at how the media had portrayed Johnny Depp when he was going through that trial, right? They made him out to be an abuser. They made him out to be like the big bad wolf, until all of the details start coming out. Until everything started coming out and revealing itself, then it revealed that, hey, this woman is crazy. Hey, this woman has been making things up, right? She's exaggerating, right? Oh, now everybody want to, take two steps back. But his image is forever tarnished. His image is forever tarnished. He can never get it back. Right? He's still going to be looked at as, oh, he went through that trial with Amber Heard and, he was, allegedly doing this and that. It's still going to forever be in the air. Right? When we think of Will Smith, who do we think of alongside that name? We think about Jada. We think about what Jada did to him. Come on now. It takes one woman to bring down the kingdom, right? You might as well go ahead and burn it down, do a strategic burn, right? You might as well go ahead and do a calculated burn, right? If you got a woman next to you who's practically the enemy, right? Talking down on your name, on your last name, on your dime, on your time, ninja, right? A last name that you gave her, that you honored her with, and she has the nerve to belittle you like that again. Come on now, Steph. This is going to be a trickle down effect. I hate to see it done to you, Steph. I hate to see it done to you, but it's looking like you're going down that route, buddy. It's looking like she just might take you down that. She might just take you on that ride, buddy. It's already started. Right? This is an unhappy woman. This is a jealous woman. This is the modern day woman right here. Never pleased, never happy, always asking, always is about me, 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 me. I don't get this, I don't get the sunshine. I don't get the limelight. I don't get the success. I don't get this. I don't get that. How come you get to do this? Bitch, you get to stay in the house with millions and millions of dollars. Don't even have to do anything. Don't work, bitch. You got maids, you have all kinds of butlers. Ninja, you driving around Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis, bitch. What are you complaining about? She's just unhappy. The life of a modern woman. Just unhappy, all of them. And that's an after pill.